Hey guys! As you saw on the title of this video, I am currently weaning off of my antidepressants. So those of you who follow me on social media probably already know that after the birth of my son, that was my first child, in 2016, I struggled pretty heavily with postpartum depression. Prior to that time, I think I always did have depression. I just didn't know fully. And it wasn't something I couldn't manage with exercise and like thinking positive and that sort of thing. I was sort of able to work around it. But after Anderson was born, I just wasn't able to anymore. The hormones of pregnancy and everything, plus my family history of chemical imbalances and depression and anxiety in general. So I think just about, well, no, I guess it was more than a year postpartum. So I had suffered for that whole year. And after that point, it had gotten better, but it wasn't cured, I guess. I don't know if you're ever really cured, but I started taking antidepressants. Then I found out I was pregnant with Adrian, and she was not an intentional baby. She's very welcome in our family now, but we didn't plan for her. And that was kind of a shock to my system because I wasn't really prepared for pregnancy again after what I'd just been through and finally starting medication and trying to get better. And so I decided to stay on antidepressants throughout the pregnancy with the advice of my doctor. I know some women come off of them when they get pregnant. Unfortunately for me, that just wasn't really an option. I did try at the very beginning there and it was a disaster. So I stayed on them and I stayed on them while nursing and everything was great. I didn't have any postpartum depression after Adrian and that was wonderful. And so that's been, I guess I've been taking them now for 15 or 16 months, I suppose. And honestly, I've packed on an additional about 15 pounds. And I know that a common side effect of antidepressants is weight gain. Well, I'm proof of that. And while I know that being happy is more important than being thin, I have been stable for 15 months. And so I feel like I ought to give it a go and try to slowly wean off of them. So about 2 weeks ago, I decided to do that. What? So about 2 weeks ago, I saw my doctor and she said that, yeah, I could start to try and wean off of them. She thought it was a good idea to attempt it at least. I mean, that's the best option to try to control the weight problem. I know that you can add other drugs or you can switch drugs or whatever, but I've been stable for a while now and so I want to try to wean off of them. So about 2 weeks ago, I was on 100 milligrams of Zoloft. And then following that appointment, I decided to rotate on days between 100 and 75, 175, 175. I did that for about a week. And then I just started taking 75. And then yesterday, I took my first 50. And then today I did 75. So I'm gonna do 50, 75, 50, 75 for like a week or two. But I wanted to come on and chat with you guys because I swore to myself that if I started a YouTube channel, it was going to be honest. It was going to be my life and not just the parts of my life. You guys can hear Adrian in the background, I bet. She's just playing with toys. This part of my life is very real and it's very hard and it's very raw, I guess. And as of yesterday and today, I haven't been feeling great. I think it's pretty amazing how that little reduction in the antidepressant yesterday has brought my mood down incredibly. This morning, Anderson, who is almost 3, he'll be 3 in May, was just being a 3-year-old and I just could feel like the anxiety sort of bubbling in my chest. Just the ability to deal with it, I guess, just significantly depleted from the way it even was just a few days ago. And I guess I'm coming on here because if you're struggling with weaning off of antidepressants or maybe getting onto them or maybe just with depression in general, I think it's so important to know that you're not alone, that people with good lives, with happiness surrounding them can still suffer from this. It is not it is not something you've done or something that you can even change, because the chemical imbalance that can be in your brain is not in your control. There are things you can do to help it, but it's not in your control. And I just wanted to come on because I'm not feeling great today. I wanted you guys to know that, and I wanted to maybe get your input on weaning off antidepressants, what your experience was like, if you've successfully done it, if you had to get back on them, anything you're willing to share, because honestly, you telling me what you're going through helps me, just like I hope what I tell you helps you. And I guess that's it from me. I don't really have anything more to say than that, other than good luck to me and good luck to you if you're doing the same thing, and I would love to just hear more about your story in the comments below. Have a great day. I'm hoping it'll start looking up for me, and I'll talk to you on the next one.